welcome back to another collection video. This one is going to be probably the shortest of all of them because this drawer is quite empty because XX is a new brand and I'm hoping to expand on this drawer in the future, but for now it is my emptiest drawer and I'm not proud of that, whereas other people might be proud. I'm not. So we'll start off maybe in this corner with my little XX palettes. Now I have them all, but one of them's actually in my filming space, so I can't show you that, but don't worry, you've not really missed out. So this is Extortion. These little quads are everything. So then we've got Extinguish. They are so pigmented. Then we have Exposed, a really nice nude palette. Then we have Extravagant. I proper collected these when they first came out, and this one was one of them that really spoke to me, yet is probably the only one I haven't actually played with. Then we've got Executive. Nice nude palette again. I love nude palettes. Then we have Exclusive Purple. You know I love a good purple palette. And lastly, which isn't lastly because there's one in the other room, we've got the blue one in Experiment. Then we have these palettes. These are the Reflection palettes, I believe. Yes, this one came in the Excess gift set. This is the Jealousy palette. I must admit I really wasn't that happy with this palette when I used it. Then we have Tender. I love that they've got the shade on the front of them. Obviously a nice neutral gold palette, but a bit more warm tone. Some pops of pink in there. Then we have Mystic, my kind of palette, which has a lot of shimmers in there. And lastly we have Visionary, which speaks to me the most. And my dog is in my crotch area. Then we have all my Velvet palettes. I love these palettes. Of course they're all in boxes, so I'm gonna have to take them all out. So this one not recently, this would have been weeks ago, I did do a tutorial on. It's in collab with Jess. This is Exodus. This is a really, really nice palette. And I just love the formula of these palettes. Even though the colour selection could be a little bit better, the formula is really lovely on these. I know they're £16, so a bit pricey, but I wait for them to go on offer. So this one is Bare Luxe, which only had like 3 mattes in, which was crazy. Then we have Expectation. You know what? Let's take that off because it doesn't have any names on it. It's a really nice palette. It's pink on the outside, but it doesn't actually reflect pink in my eyes. My dog is farting away. Then this is Tuxedo, like mother, like daughter. Tuxedo is really, really nice. I think I might use this next, and I say next, it might already be up by the time you see this video because I'm pre-filming a lot of these because they're just easy to film, and I want to make sure every Monday I have a in-depth collection video for you. Then we have Vortex. This is really, really nice. This reflects like green and blues. I like this. And then we have the purple one, Decadent, which I have actually... Let me take the name label. I'm just going to take all the name ones out because I don't really care for it. This is really, really nice. I have done a tutorial on this and I think it was in a first impressions video. I love this purple palette. Absolutely adore it. We have another purple one from the Excess gift set, and this is in Excess Luxe. I'm going to take the name sheet out again. Haven't used this one, but I'm pretty happy with the colours in here. It's gorgeous. Especially, look at the shade here. I hate swatching things because then it doesn't look new anymore. Then we have the big XX palettes, and I love these palettes. So we've got the X-Gen palette. It's just a whole load of pinks and purples. My kind of palette. These retail for £20, but I obviously had to get it while it was on offer. Then we have the X-Ray palette. I feel like I might need to zoom you out a bit. The other one's more purple, this is more pinks. But look how big it is. I don't even know how I'm going to get the others in shot because they're even bigger. So we've got the Christmas XX Cosmology palette. This one was actually on offer from Boots for 15. And that's what that palette looks like. It's really, really nice. All these palettes are beautiful and I love beautiful things. Okay, I worked out. So this is the original Explosion palette. I've actually dug my nail in there at some point. Look at it. It is massive. These retail for £28, which is ridiculous, but they are worth it. Proper worth it. Then we've got the Extravaganza palette. I can't even talk. Extravaganza palette. Any colour you need, you have it if you have this palette. It is beautiful and I've used this. No, I haven't. Okay, moving on. This was the second palette. This is Next Generation. These are like £66 eyeshadow palettes. They are incredible. Like, look at that. Just look at that. I could look at that for days. I could put my finger and swatch it for days. We have another Christmas one from Boots. This is the Spectrum one. I could actually get rid of the box, to be fair. This one retailed for £20, even though it's as big as the £28 ones. So I'm glad that the Christmas ones went down in price. And they were on 3 for 2. So that was incredible. And you've probably heard a load of rustling noises, but look at it. Look at that. These pinks, purples, just screaming my name. And the fact that there's loads of mattes, loads of shimmers. You could just do anything with these palettes. Lastly, at the back, we have these Ace Beaute palettes. Now, I basically had nowhere else to put them, so they ended up in this drawer. But they are beautiful. So we have Blossom Passion, which looks like this. This is the perfect pink palette. Then we have the Flare palette. Really, really nice, warm colours. Then we have the Oceanic palette. This is such a stunning palette too. They all are. I couldn't choose a favourite palette. Then the smaller ones, we have Scarlet Dusk. Really nice pinks and oranges in there. I really like it. This one has to be my favourite, Vintage Dawn. Can you see why it's my favourite? Perfect sunset eye in there, and I really do love a good sunset eye. And last but not least, we have the Grandiose palette. This is very, very cute. And these were on such a good deal with Beaute. I couldn't not buy them, especially when some palettes were like 30, 40 quid. And they went down to like £10. So yeah, that's this drawer, guys. It was a very quick drawer, which I'm glad, because some of these videos can be quite lengthy. But I really, really like this drawer. But I have a feeling next week you guys are really going to like the next drawer. Let's just say one of my favourite brands, or two of my favourite eyeshadow brands, is in that drawer. Apart from Revolution and apart from Primark, the next drawer is really nice. And if you've seen my makeup collection overall, you will know what's in that bottom drawer. But I really do like the next drawer. So I will see you soon, guys. Bye.